Yo guys, this is Ray. Welcome to Bleekx Cuisine, and I have my co-host here,
Joe.
Hey, today we're gonna be making one of these delicious meals. We're gonna be making skirt steak. Here we have the beef right now, without it being marinated, as well as we're gonna be making some shrimp kebabs. So for ingredients today, we're gonna be working with some peppers and onions for the shrimp, right over here. And for the beef, we're gonna be marinating some mustard, some garlic, some salt, and a little bit of oil. And for the shrimp, you cannot forget these bad boys right here. We have to make sure we soak them in water before we set them in the grill, so that way they're nice and ready to go. All right.
So Ray, what is a skirt steak?
A skirt steak, my dear sir, is from the diaphragm of the cow. It's the muscle fibers. Yes, and it is very chewy because it's a lot of muscle fibers, but the way we marinate it, the way we cook it is gonna be delicious. And we do recommend it medium rare. We do not recommend it cooking it anymore, because if you do, it's going to be more chewy because of the muscle fibers. So with the skirt steak, let's start off with the marinade. And what we present to you is a salt, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of garlic. Basic seasoning, and with just that.
So Ray, how long did you marinate the skirt steak for?
For the skirt steak, we marinated it from 1 to 2 hours. That's all you need for it to really penetrate it. And this basically is the final product. And you know, the smell of the garlic, the mustard give it a slight sweetness to it, and the salt and pepper, everything just goes great with it. And all we need now is just to put it in the grill and call it a day. Now we're gonna move on to our next task, which is the shrimp, right over here. So we have these shrimps right here, then we have these peppers and onions, everything that we need to create our famous shrimp kebabs. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to dice the onions into rough dice. Then after that, we're gonna season our shrimp with a little bit of Cajun and a lemon seasoning. Then we're gonna put it all together and it's gonna be ready for the grill. All right? So let's get to it. Have the peppers and onions diced up, a rough dice, ready to go for our skewers. Then with our assistant right here, tell them, how did you marinate the shrimp? Just bring it right over here.
Well, I use Cajun. What else?
A little bit of lemon pepper seasoning and a little bit of garlic. So right now, what you want is you want to really coat the shrimp with all that flavor. Because the vegetables are not seasoning, so you want the shrimp to be as flavorful as possible, so that way when you eat them together, it's a great delight. Now, just to show you guys, right here, it's up to you guys if you guys want more shrimp or vegetables, or if you want more vegetables, less shrimp, it's up to you. So we start off with pepper first, and a piece of shrimp. My cohort here is very greedy, so he's not a vegetable fan. But for him, you know, the doctor told him to get on a diet, so we're gonna put a little bit of extra vegetables just for him. So right here,
Vegetarian's life.
Hey, let me tell you, and voila, we have a very perfect little shrimp kebab. And if you want, like I said, if you want to be a little bit extra greedy, you can squeeze in one more shrimp. But it's up to you.
If you really want to be greedy.
If you really want to be greedy. And voila, and this, then we're gonna just take it back to the grill and we're gonna grill it and we're gonna call it a day.
2 hours later.
Alright, so we are about to grill the meats, and alright, so what do you do before you grill it?
So basically, before we start grilling, preheat the grill to about 500 degrees to get it nice and hot and ready, because you want a nice sear on the meat. So you want the grill to be super hot, so that way it sizzles the meat. So for basically what we have working here is Alright, here we are, the best part of the day. We're about to grill these things right here. And for you guys who's thinking that we have some leftover vegetables, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna take them, go to waste? No. What we're about to do, we're gonna saute them, put them on top of the skirt steak to have a nice little fajita. If we have some little tortillas, but we don't have, so just, you know, improvise. And we have our nice compound butter right here, where it's butter, some fresh herbs, some garlic, some lemon, just for a little bit of zest that we can put on either the steak or the shrimp, all purpose, you know. And my lovely right here is...
You just gotta be careful, by the way that you're touching this. I have claimed this as mine.
Yeah,
for now. Yeah.
Our friend over here.
We'll share.
Our friend over here is gonna grill this since this is his loveliest. And with that being said, we're about to, you know, make it happen. All right, let's crack this. Whoo, it's hot.
Yeah.
You know, we're in Florida, 90 degree, and we're grilling. It's not a good combination. My lord. But
the food though.
Hey.
That's the most important part.
So the first thing we like to do, I like to do personally, is I would like to spray my grill a little bit. You can use oil too, just to keep it nice and even. You don't want nothing to stick to it, so just a little quick spray. Get it nice and roasted right now. Then we're gonna start with the king of beefs, you know. It's not the filet, but it's a close second. It's still part of the beef family. So I like to have nice, perfect diamonds. So we start on diamonds. So do you hear that sizzling? We know that our grill is nice and hot. Looking very lovely and delicious. If only...
So when you say diamonds, you talk about sideways.
Yes. So we start off on one side, we're gonna flip it on the opposite side, then we're gonna do the same thing on the back. Since, like I said before, these are skirt steak, they don't take that long to cook, and you don't want to overcook them. So you want them at 5, not even 5, 2 to 3 minutes on each side, then you flip it.
Alright, cool.
This is a little bit longer. A little bit more heat. And for last but not least, I have a little bit of our secret ingredient. We have some Monterey Jack seasoning, some steak seasoning, you know. This little spread.
Should do a style.
You know, I gotta make the video all hot. Just a little bit spread, you know. Then after that, we're just gonna flip it. Side, golden. It's not as hot as I would like, so I'm just gonna turn it up just a little bit. But if only you guys can were here.
This smell though.
The aroma is amazing. We have a cameraman over here dying in this heat, trying to get this take right now. So you know, we gotta feed him, you know.
This is the one you're ready to get paid.
It's a little hot. We can't stand the heat. You know, we have to get out the kitchen, but whew. So right now, we're just gonna cook it up just a little bit longer. And like I said, we want medium rare. Medium, depending on what you like. You don't want to cook it too much. Medium well is going a little bit more. You just want it in a nice medium, and then it's gonna be not too chewy, but perfect. So nice and lovely steak. It's just about to be ready right now. It's medium rare, and since a lot of us don't like medium rare, so I'm just gonna cook it medium. I'm about to take them off because they're gonna be resting for the rest of the trip. And right here, as you guys can see right here, you can see a little bit of the blood. That's so where you can tell that it's a little bit medium rare, and we just want to cook it just a little bit more, just for medium. And
just one time for the poultry.
You know. with that being said, that's it. That's it. Can you grab me a plate, please? Because it's ready to go. Here we are, beautiful skirt steaks. Cool. And can you just grab a little bit of a compound butter, put it on top, and finish it off for me?
A dab?
A dab, just a dab. Yeah, just put it on top.
I probably do want to put the compound on butter.
As the heat from the meat, the heat from the meat is going to melt off the butter, and then it's gonna add in extra flavor, extra taste. Everybody wins. All right, now here we go. Like I said before, the compound butter, all purpose. So here we are. We're about to saute some vegetables. I got my pan nice and hot. Add in my vegetables. Oh, if only you guys can smell the aroma of the herbs in this. So we're gonna saute some vegetables right now. Just nice, quick, and easy. We don't want them too well done. We just want them nice and done. So that way we can do what? Add them to the skirt steak. And because it's compound butter, and we already have it, we're keeping the same taste profile with the vegetables as well as with the meat. And I have my friend over here becoming a grill master.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it. This is medium rare. This is rare.
That was further from here. I think this one wasn't.
Just put this one up a little bit more because it needs a little more.
I'm not a pro yet, but getting there.
Alright. Now after a couple of minutes of sauteing these right here, we don't want them all too well done. But right here, perfect with our food steak. So that way we're not wasting any type of food. This is the plain Jeff.
This is the only thing Jeff could have, just the steak by itself.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
We have all the steak ready to go. So now, my friend's favorite part, we're gonna do a little bit of the shrimps. And like I said, a little bit of the spray. Never goes wrong. Get it nice and hot, and voila.
So how long does it take for the shrimps to cook on here?
6 to 7 minutes. Shrimps, these shrimps are very small, and shrimps don't take a long time to cook. So 6-7 minutes on each side. And if you want an extra minute or two, just to be on the safe side, if you're allergic to shrimp or if you're not a big shrimp fan, but most people are. So 6 to 7 minutes, because you don't want to cook them too much, because they will become rubbery if you cook them too much.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So what we're just gonna do, we're just gonna put a couple of these strips right here, get them going, get them nice and hot. You know? Everybody trying to eat today.
The only thing I'm missing is just like a fork and a knife at this point. So I don't know what a co-host is at this point. Like my job here is done.
At this point, it's all up to me to make it happen. And like I said before, with our butter at hand, we can always use it to put it on top of the shrimp after it's done. Let it put a little bit of herb in it. It won't hurt it. It'll actually make it give it another definition of taste. And voila. And
You guys can't smell it, but it smells good.
And here we are. We're in Florida. It's 90 degrees outside. We're Bleekx trying to bring you guys some videos, trying to cook some shrimp in a 90-degree weather. Crazy. It's crazy. And as you guys can see, the shrimps are starting to cook. They're starting to take form. Like I said, 5 to 6 minutes. You want both sides to be cooked. The vegetables, you're not a big fan of worrying about them because you can technically eat vegetables raw, so you don't want to cook them for too long. You can eat vegetable raw, so they're not a big fan. They're a big problem. The main important thing is the shrimp. Get the shrimp nice and ready to cook. And
So also with like the vegetables and stuff, you could swap it out and put like other ingredients in the kebab also, right?
yes, you can put some pineapples in there. You can put some mango. You can put some fruits in there if you're feeling adventurous. You can pretty much do about anything with the kebabs. And that's basically one of the great things about the kebabs. They're very diverse, flexible. And one thing to note too, if you're not 100% sure about shrimp, as shrimp cook, it starts to curl. The better the curl, the closer it is to being done. So right now, as you can see, the shrimp is curling up right now. So like I said, another 2-3 minutes and the shrimp is done and it's ready to go. So you just have to be careful to make sure all the shrimps are curling up and ready to go. That's a telltale sign if you're not 100% sure.
Cool. Never knew that.
Little fun facts for you guys.
A few moments later.
Here we are, Joe. The final piece de résistance, as the French would say. Beautiful kebabs right here. So with that being said, here we are. Put a little bit of that compound butter in there. And we're turning these off because it's hot. So, Mr. Joe, how would you say? Would you say this was a successful day?
Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but these plates though.
Yes, that's right.
Go to a restaurant, you're looking at about a good $20. I'll
$20,
say.
yeah? For 2-3 kebabs, and then you're at home right now grilling it. Simple recipe, 1, 2, 3 step. You can find all these ingredients and seasoning at Walmart, at your local. What's the name I'm looking for?
Grocery store.
At your local grocery store. Yeah. So it's really easy and simple. We're not throwing anything out. We're still using the leftover peppers and onions. We're using butters if you have extra that's spare that's inside your fridge. We're just using everything that we normally have and making it happen. The only thing that you have to buy is the skewers, which is not less than $1. So, just, hey, take your time, look at our channel, see what else that we have posting. We're gonna try to do something every week for you guys. So let us know. Give us comments on what you want us to keep.
Just hit that subscribe button and that notification button. And I am about to enjoy this. Thank you.
Our cameraman messed up, so.
Oh, screw you, nigga.